Thank you very much for tuning in our post-match reaction, instant match reaction, and joined by Ricky, the absolute legends from the 1892 Reds podcast. If you're not aware of the channel, head over, subscribe to Ricky, go and show all your support to Ricky and Luke. Fantastic run, amazing content anyway, lads. Well, thank you very much, Ricky, for coming on. Apologies, everyone. You're wondering, have you been screaming at the telly? Lucky enough, I was able to get a ticket for today's game, mate. But Ricky, what a result. I'd say what a performance, but at the end of the day, mate, just speaking off camera, all the points mean at the end. It wasn't the best performance. I think don't want to dive too much into the defensive analysis, mate, but what are your general thoughts on the game, mate? It was Palace put in a performance, didn't they, mate? They had their opportunity, I think, early in the first half. I tell you, if it was Edouard instead of Benteke in the middle of that box, I think Benteke had about 3-4 opportunities from Liverpool's slack defending. But just your quick thoughts on the game, mate.
Yeah, massive 3 points for us. Was a tight game in certain points. Palace come to try and get a result out of the game. They didn't just come to sit back and play 90 minutes behind the ball. Makeshift back four. It was four changes when they're at the back. We done well. We weathered a bit of a storm from the Palace boys, but we got the 3 points, 3 goals. We've only conceded 1 goal so far this season, and we're top of the league. Can't complain.
Yeah, spot on there. I'll ask you in a little second, mate. But yeah, you absolutely hit the nail on the head. There was a lot of shock. I think you spoke midweek and everyone on social media about the Reds. It was, would Liverpool drop a couple of key players? Obviously, what I loved about today's game, Ricky, and everyone at home as well, was Klopp's rotation. Liverpool have got not the biggest squad, but we've got to be clever in where we play our players. We can't. Right, we've got 10 games on the ball for the Premier League. We've got to start our starting 11. But Costas, he had his tricky moments. Canati had his tricky moments today, mate. But both of them, and obviously Jimmy Milner playing right back in that Trent role, all of them played very well. I don't want to look too in-depth from the defensive point of view, but what are your thoughts on Ibu's performance, mate? Just get to quickly read out Mitchell's comments. I think Palace was excellent and could have easily got something out of the game if it wasn't for the best goalkeeper in the world. Oh, he's a beautiful human being, isn't he? Oh, Allison, I tell you, that's why you spend the big bucks on Ali. Yeah, Mitchell will speak about an Ali in a little second, mate, but just a quick thoughts on Ricky on the back line. Obviously, Costas, do you reckon he grew into the game, didn't he? The more that game went on. Milner, your thoughts on him, his marauding antics down the right?
Costas just proves that you can rest Robertson. I think we can trust Costas to come in and do a job. I mean, him and Robertson are so alike by bombing forward and whipping balls into.
He's got a better delivery than Robbo, do you reckon, in the final third?
He's got a bit of a whip on him, isn't he? When he puts that ball in, it's corners. We were massively effective from corners today that were not normally, with Tomiskas taking the corners on that side. Milner was a shock to coming at right back. I see a lot of people on social media were just so negative. Like, I put a tweet out saying, just get behind the lads that are playing the team. If Milner's coming in at right back. Although I did read a stat, there was a stat on Soccer Saturday that Jeff Sterling came out with. He's been sent off twice, Milner, and they're both against Palace. And they're both involved in Zaha.
Don't get me started on Zaha. I could make a whole show. I think we all kids. I said a couple of naughty words of the game today. But yeah, no, you're spot on there, Ricky. I think James, Jimmy, whatever you want to call James Milner, the absolute legends. He's like Benjamin Button. He's getting younger every season that goes on. So yeah, this lad will play into his 40s, and if he does, I think we need to give him a lifetime contract if he carries on. But yeah, he's spot on there, mate. It's the thing, isn't it? Social media, but we've got to utilise. And I think Jurgen Klopp done so well today. It was guttering to see Thiago go off today, everyone. I'm not too sure. I think we'll find out in a couple of days the full extent of Thiago's injury. It's not good to see. I think I didn't see straight down the tunnel, but it looked like he needs to be carried by 2 big fellas. But it didn't look too good. But fingers crossed. But it's not to laugh, but we got Thiago and Elliot. But we were speaking last week, weren't we, Ricky, and all the Reds on social media. It opens opportunities for Curtis Jones as well. Naby Keita today, we'll speak about his goal, and everyone. I don't even know. I don't think even him tonight, he'll joke with the lads in the changing room and go, "Oh, the fuck have I hit that?" He's not hit a shot like that in training all week for the last couple of months. But yeah, let's get to all your comments as well. Absolute legends. Eamons, hello, fellow Reds. Tough game, but a great result. Spot on there, Eamon. The points are all that matter. Regardless if we won this game 1-0, but it was great that we did get that second goal at the time. Obviously, we got the goal just before half-time. No better time to score, really. Whether it's just before half-time or just straight after you come out of the blocks in that second half, really. But, yeah, spot on. Crystal Palace deserve a lot of credit because it's very different, wasn't it, Ricky? We've grew Palace under the tenure of Roy Hodgson coming to Anfield and very much soaking up a lot of pressure and then looking to hit Liverpool on the break. But were you impressed with Patrick Vieira's? I know they lost the game 3-0, but I think a lot of credit has to go to them, the way he performed.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets a couple of players in that he's looking for to play that type of football he wants to play, Palace will be fine under him. I mean, Benteke, I don't know why he keeps playing Benteke up front for the middle when you've got Edouard on the bench.
I can't believe he got like 20 million after Benteke.
I mean, they've got Eze to come back. So if Palace can, like today was just a potluck game for them like that. It's not the game that's going to send them down, is it? I mean, if they could beat the teams that are around them and just above them under Vieira, they'll do fine. But Ibu Konate, I was so excited to see him when his name was on the team sheet. I mean, he done well, didn't he?
He's 20 odd, isn't he, Reds? I know there'll be people out there on social media. It always is. In life, everyone picks on the negatives, but positive vibes on today's video as well, as always, with me and Ricky, and everyone in chat as well. He's got a bright future, and he put in a great performance, and he's got the minutes under his belt, which is most important, Ricky, and everyone in chat. He's broke his duck now. He's got that first time in front of Anfield, a proper performance, really. Obviously, he played in pre-season, but yeah, done. Great win, Reds. Great win again. You Reds lads, get in, Dawn. Hope everyone enjoyed the game wherever you watched it anyway. Never had so much confidence in rotating in a rotation player that I do with Costas. He's unreal. Just a shame his competition is the best left back in the world. Well, we could have the second best left back in world football. You never know, because he's learning from the best. Both of them, and that's what we've been speaking about, Jack, and everyone over the last couple of weeks and months in the build-up to the season. It's creating that competition and the competitive environment. Liverpool in the 60s and 70s, there was that great squad. Everyone, like Kenny, Rushy, and when you have that winning mentality in it, Ricky, and everyone at home, it breathes confidence. Like today, it wasn't the best performance, but a lot of key performers from Allison, Salah, everyone around the pitch played their part, and it's about getting that confidence in it, mate. Even if we win the next couple of games 1-0, it's about getting the points on the board. And like we've seen in that title winning, Ricky, in it, and everyone at home, it breathes so much confidence throughout the squad, doesn't it, mate?
Yeah, but with Costas, it just proves now that Robertson don't have to play the FA Cup games. Robertson don't have to play the League Cup games. If we get through the Champions League group early doors and still a couple games left in there, he can play them games as well. I mean, it's going to save Robertson a lot of energy this season with the rotation, and it will benefit us in the long term. You get top performances out of Robertson, so he's not always tired in certain parts of the game. He can do what he does all game. The only thing concerning with a bit of rotation, I get Milner playing right back. That right back could be an issue.
It's difficult to replace that quality, isn't it, mate? Yeah. And I think any Barca, when they had that great Dani Alves side when they were winning European Cups with ease, it's impossible to replace a player of that quality, isn't it?
I'm surprised he didn't put Gomez there, but I understand it with Milner's experience. He's been around a long time.
It's
He
that
knows
ability
how
to
to
pass
do
the
it.
ball, isn't it?
Yeah, and he'll know how to wind Zaha up with, instead of Gomez. Although Gomez is rapid, quick, he could get caught in a battle with Zaha, and it could. I'm not saying Gomez won't be good enough to handle Zaha at right back. I just think Milner's experience put that pressure on Zaha more than it did Milner.
Yeah, well, I think it was me and you who've been speaking when we've been playing COD most nights, mate. And it's important everyone at home as well. Let us know your thoughts on Jimmy's performance down the right. He's got that ability, and especially if you have got a player of even Henderson this season, mate, I think we possibly could see Henderson play right back, or anyone that has got the ability on the ball. Even you could play Thiago down the right back. I know everyone on social media absolutely fume, but it's that position, mate, that can be a bit more relaxed. You don't really need that defensive right back. You just need a player on the ball that has got that ability to open up a game like a Thiago, a Trent, and all that. But you're absolutely spot on with the defensive side there, mate. Eamons, must admit, I was a bit worried, and we didn't see Trent on the team sheet. Ricky, was it, obviously in the build-up to the ground, I wasn't too sure, was it due to injury or was it due to a cold and that?
No, let's say it's an illness, but it's not COVID.
Yeah.
Apparently, he woke up this morning just sick.
Yeah. Trent's had a couple of bevies, haven't you, lads? He's had a couple of bevies. He deserves it because he's the world's best right back anyway. Trent, you're not watching, lad, but it's nice to have a couple of bevies, lad. You deserve it. We've been working hard to cut out mistakes. We have been working hard to cut out mistakes. Yeah, Helen, it's a fact of that, isn't it, Ricky, and everyone at home? There will be opportunities, even if we have the best defensive performance throughout the season. There's always going to be opportunities. That's football. But you're spot on there, Helen. It's about we're making mistakes, but players are learning. I'd rather we make the mistakes early on in the season than the back end of the season when you really do need those results. But it's all a learning curve, innit? Connor, I can see in the comments. I know you're probably having your scran, but you're welcome, everyone that sent an invite off to. You're welcome to join anyway. But yeah, it's important that we do learn, and we have done today. Also, you reckon if we slap a tenner and we can sign Zaha? No, Jack, not after today's performance, mate. He done my fucking head in. Apologies for my French. But everyone gives Salah a load in terms of he dives. Just cut up a compilation of Zaha diving in the box today. He was all over the place. He'd be a decent player if he actually stayed on his feet. Klopp has said he was told Thiago looks to be okay. Well, spot on there, Eamons. Nice one for that, matey. That's great. Probably got cramp like Divock Origi this weekend. Thiago, what a performance. Just a quick thoughts on Thiago, Ricky, and everyone in chat. For me, before he come off, he really set the precedent, really, in terms of dictating the play. Henderson, he's not in Thiago's mould. He's very different in terms of his playing ability, mate. But just a quick thought on Liverpool's midfield as well. I know Naby wasn't on them, but just a quick thoughts on Thiago and Hendo, and even the Dyson. It's pointless to even comment on Fabinho because he just puts in an absolute shift, as always.
I love Thiago. I mean, he's world class. I mean, the amount of disrespect he gets, though, I find bemusing. Like, the guy is a World Cup winner. He's won multiple.
It's all the PlayStation players, mate, in the FIFA career mode experts that they sit back and go, "Oh, we put a thumbs up." Even if you're the most bitterest non-Liverpool fan, you've got to admire a quality footballer that is Thiago. As you said there, mate, he's decorated in more or less European competition, Bundesliga history, mate. But what really stood out in Thiago's performance today, mate?
Just his passing. And he's so calm on the ball. It's never rushed. And he knows what pass to pick. He knows where to be at certain times. He knows he's like our Fernandinho. He loves a yellow card. I mean,
I don't know if it was Costas Reds. Let us know. I think it was a challenge, and I think he probably got the biggest roar from me today. I think Costas absolutely swatted someone, didn't he?
He
And
swatted
I
someone.
got off. I was like, yes. But,
I'd be surprised if Thiago don't get suspended a few times this season from yellow cards. And but listen, he does a job for us. Stop a counter attack, take them down.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. Connor, absolute legend. Great win, lads. The Reds have got no money, but we're still winning the league. The Reds have got no money, we're still winning the league. But yeah, no, I'm absolutely buzzing, mate. It's these performances that make you title winners, mate.
Yeah.
It's not the best performance, but who really cares? And especially Ricky City, dropping points at home.
How much did they pay VAR as well today?
Oh, did the I seen coming off the ground? Didn't he have the VAR? Was it?
So yeah, Cole Walker fouled Armstrong, got sent off. Penalty got given. They sent John Moss to the monitor, and he decided it weren't a penalty and it weren't a red card. I mean, he was falling down, but they still don't give Cole Walker the right to take him out still. So you've still took him out regardless of him falling down.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a shocking decision to overturn it, but
they
still drop points.
Unlucky City. Tonight, Pep all week's been triggering the whole fucking City fan base. So, give Pep all the shit you want. He's probably your best manager in your whole history of the football club.
Probably get the next match ticket in a cereal box.
Yeah, probably giving them away in the cereal boxes. Tripavargo or whatever that website's called, whatever website. If you want to sponsor us, you can do in the future. Let us know. But yeah, spot on. Ricky looks like he's gonna for a couple of bevies tonight. Oh, Ricky,
that was last night. That was last night.
Right. Round 2, Ricky. We're top of the league.
Too old for that now. Round 2.
Yeah, like the stream if you want Ricky and me to have a couple of bevies on streaming. Do a 24-hour. Absolutely buzzing, mate. Spot on there. Lord Connor, great win for us today. Spot on there, Luke. I would come on, mate, but a bit busy with family at the moment, but Warzone later. Of course, mate. Hopefully every single one of you are enjoying your weekends. Saturday night, I know if you're busy with work, try and relax, look after one another, but the Reds got the 3 points. That's the most important. And Eamons, you should write our auto cue because you've set us up perfect. I know we're leaving the best to last, but what a human being in the words of Brendan Rodgers. Allison, man of the match, book Kate's goal of the month. I tell you, Raymond, as I said before, I don't even know. I think Naby's celebration was absolutely priceless, wasn't it? Even he turned out to the Liverpool players went, I've just fucking scored that. But Ricky, Allison, mate, we're speaking about this wasn't Liverpool's best performance, but it's moments within games that pre-Klopp, when we had Rodgers and obviously the names. This is why he paid the big money. There were so many moments in that game where even like little punches, mate. Everyone at home, it was just little punches, the collecting of ball. It takes off so much pressure. I think Ibu, when he just slightly was off, I think the one moment in where he switched off, but he's allowed it. It's his Premier League appearance debut. But your thoughts and your brilliant words to describe that man in Liverpool's goal.
What a goalkeeper we have in goal. I mean, you've got him for the next 10 years. He come out today and said that he wants to stay at Liverpool as long as he can play top level football. So that's a bonus for us. He did have that little shaky moment where he sort of had to run back and pull it onto the post.
Oh yeah, we'll let him off.
It's not Allison if you don't have one of them moments every game. He loves it, doesn't he? He makes himself busy, doesn't he?
Wakes himself up. I think that's the only reason, doesn't it?
That's what, yeah. I mean, just a top goalkeeper, and I'm glad we've got him.
Yeah, it's great to actually watch. And even if he does make a mistake this season, he learns from every mistake he makes, or it improves it. And even Van Dijk, we weren't even out of second or third gear today, mate, and everyone at home. But we got the points. That's the most important. But yeah, Eamons, fully agree there, mate. Man of the match. But Salah, we got to talk about Salah as well, Ricky. He loves getting his kit off, doesn't he? He loves getting his kit off.
I would have looked like that.
Yeah. If we all had 6-packs like that, I think we'd all be coming on the streams and we'd probably get banned on whatever platform we use, sadly. But yeah, just a quick shout out to the Mo there, mates. Obviously, Mane breaking the record for the most consecutive goals against the team.
The same team, yeah, nine goals.
Yeah, he's made record-breaking Mane. I don't think any player's done that in the Premier League era, which is fantastic. The Crystal Palace fans probably hate Mane already. Not quite Luis Suarez against Norwich, but saying that, he's got his own record. And considering how many chances Mane missed last weekend, Ricky, it was great that he was that cleverness. We all know Mane switched on in terms of he's world class in that ability to sniff out a chance. And obviously Mo having that glance deader, but he was very much switched on. Quick thoughts on Mane, mate, and it's just great he's got that. I think that probably played on his mind, do you reckon, the last couple of weeks? That record of obviously 100 Premier League goals for Liverpool. He's got that out the way now. He can just knuckle down and him and Mo can get as many goals as possible, and even Jota and Firmino when he do come in.
No, I love Mane to bits, but he is the most frustrating player in our lineup. But he's been amazing for us. I get a lot of people get frustrated with his performances of last season. It's new season. Yeah. I'm sure he scored 3 goals in 5 games.
Yeah. So, and he could have had like 10 last weekend if he actually.
He probably had 50 chances a game and he only scored 3. But I mean, you can't write Mane off yet.
I think he will be Liverpool's top goal scorer. I know it take a lot to really nudge Salah off because Salah. But I've got a feeling Mane will improve this year. And I think if that is the case, if we've got Mane and Salah being the best possible versions of themselves, I think, and we've spoken about Ali and we haven't even mentioned Virgil. It's pointless mentioning Virgil because, it's Virgil and Fabinho. It's about time we mentioned a couple of other players, but not taking away from how good Fabinho and Virgil were today, mate. But most, it was mentioned, Jota was a bit quiet, but he was a nuisance. Not to say that he was always in and around the box. I think the Palace defence played very well, but it was a great overall performance. Is anyone that I haven't mentioned tonight, Ricky, that you want to shout out in terms of Liverpool performance? Curtis, do you reckon? Everyone in chat as well, if you've got any comments or questions you want to pose to everyone at home as well, get them in. But I think we've all more or less covered it, haven't we?
Yeah.
Jack, Thiago is a baller. He makes the game look easy. Every team needs that player that makes 2 yards look like 20. He makes us tick. Yeah, Jack, it's as Ricky was alluding to before as well, mate. It's those 2, as you mentioned there, Jack, in the comments. The 2 yards make the 40 yards eventually. It's about even when the balls were getting intercepted within that first half, second half, there was a couple of diagonals that did get intercepted. I'd rather be players, and Rick Unya as well, and everyone at home, you'd rather want your players to at least attempt it, as long as we don't get counter-attacked. But he's got that ability to very much switch up a game within a heartbeat, really. Luke has gone, and on top of a 3-0, fuck off. Are they losing 3-0?
They lost. It's finished 3-0. They lost to Villa 3-0.
Get in! You can clearly say, oh, we got my fucking... what a day, Nicky! Right, we're getting on the bevies later. Luke, what a day. That's really that's even made me more happy now. I'm already red and my voice is already gone. But right, we're looking good. Top of the Prem, yes. Evening, lads. Good win. Us Palace gave us a game. Yeah, they very much did. Chris, a lot of credit has to go to Patrick Vieira and his sides. Because I think if they do perform like that in the next couple of weeks and couple of months, and I think you can understand, Ricky, can't you? And everyone at home, let us know. You looked at that Palace side and you'd understood what they wanted to do. They didn't it wasn't in terms of the attacking plays were all over the place. That Gallagher, quick thoughts on Gallagher, mate. He's took to the Premier League like an house on fire, really. But we impressed with it, 1 or 2 Palace players today, mate.
Yeah, that Gallagher looks a talent. He plays for Chelsea, didn't he? He's on loan at Palace. Yeah, he's a talent. He's like their playmaker to bring the front three in. I think Palace will be fine as long as they start Edouard up front going forward and take Benteke out. But they've got some decent players in there. They've got some fighters. Just Vieira just needs to. They need to stick with him and give him another window to bring a few more players in that he wants. And then let's see how he gets on with there. We've seen managers, teams this season like Norwich, who are getting beat every week again. They'll end up going down. Wolves don't look good.
They need me or you up front, lads. I think we could take a couple more, and everyone in chat, we can make a couple of opportunities. But yeah, he's spot on.
Be fun. Yeah, things like
that. Yeah. They've really surprised me. Everyone in chat as well. Let us know your thoughts on Palace. We'll read out all your comments. But I think I had them as going down this season due to the fact of the performance of Vieira in the French League 1. But I tell you, he'll probably, if he does get a run of form, he's going to Arsenal. End of story. If he does keep them in the league and obviously gets them up to higher than Arsenal, you know where he's going. There's Manchester City tickets and McDonald's Monopoly, apparently. Yeah, I've seen that, Chris. Oh, the memes. If you just go on Twitter, everyone, just type in Man City tickets and you'll have a good laugh for your Saturday night content after the show. But yeah, spot on that, Chris. Rick, well, tell us about the trio win and Warzone with you being tagged along, getting the 1 kill. Hey.
I got the winning kill earlier. We did it today. I got the winning kill. One kill in the game. Ended it.
It's a team effort, Luke. Well, you can't be like just doing Mohamed Salah and just winning every game of football. Sometimes you just need that 1-0 win away from home, don't you? I celebrated so much when Naby lad got the goal went in. Hey, Connor's, if you're not aware, Connor is Naby's agent. But I was made up for Naby. I'm just hoping he wrap him up in cotton wool. Allison, best keeper in the league, if not the world. Spot on there, Chris. I want people not to get giggly over Everton. I told you they always start the season off well and then fall off. Well, we're only 5 weeks in, Chris, but typical. But we do that again. Same old, mid-table for Everton. Aye. It'll be Rafford out next week if they lose again. Chris, I bet you went mental with the Carlo nicking the points. Absolutely spot on. Really do appreciate it. Everyone, if you are watching this on the repeat, make sure you do head over to Ricky and Luke's channel, the 1892 Reds podcast. And if you are new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, follow button, whatever social media platform you are watching on, and you're absolute legends. And if you don't mind dropping a like on the video, it really does help YouTube algorithm and all the social media algorithms anyway, but really do appreciate it. Get your comments in, and we'll be reading out the last couple of ones anyway. Reading out every single one of them as we go. Yeah, Chris went mental, obviously. His second team, Carlisle, won. Great debut for Canate. Yeah, we've spoken about Canate there, Luke. He would have learned so much from today. And I can't believe he's got 70-odd pace on FIFA. What's the news on Thiago? Well, Lalu, Vicky, you were saying it didn't, and everyone in chat today, apparently, fingers crossed, everyone, it didn't look too bad, but when I was watching in the ground, it looked like Divock midweek. It looked like he couldn't move. Looked like he's done a whole 5 hours in 5-a-side and frankly couldn't walk. But fingers crossed, Lalo, it's not too bad, mate. But I think in the next couple of hours or couple of days, we'll find out the full extent. Hopefully, it's not too bad and it was quite precautionary, really. But we've got the Scouser, Curtis, to step in. We played awful, Luke. We played. I was talking about Carlisle there, matey. Villa scored 3. And is Danny Ings scored? How many did he score?
Nah, so it was Matty Cash, Digne own goal, and a Bailey, but Ings got an assist.
Yes, get in. Sounds. I've got Ings up from fantasy football. If anyone plays fantasy football, anyway. Jota had a quiet game today. Not worried about that. He's a very good player. Yeah, even it's the thing, innit, mate? Mane might have a quiet week next week, but as we spoke at the top of the show, you were mentioning everyone in chat tonight. It was a whole team collective. All the lads banding together. Costas coming in, Naby making his little cameo back end of the game, getting a goal, which would give him a lot of confidence. Curtis coming on for Thiago. Jimmy playing right back, playing like Trent for today. Putting a couple of players in the stands, which was great. Typical James Milner tackles. But every single player played great today, as we said. Wasn't the best performance, but at the end of the day, the end of the season, all these points will be calculated and we'll find out. And obviously, off the back of the Ev losing and City dropping points, and hopefully West Ham get a couple of points tomorrow. So if that's a draw, that's sound for us, isn't it? But yeah, absolutely spot on there, Eamon. Norwich next. Can we get Luis Suarez on a loan for next week? But yeah, sorry, Salah be ready. Everyone will be triple captain and Salah next week on the Fans Football. Salah really.
Oh, so it's only Norwich in the cup game.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
But, well, we'll play our under 21s and still win 5-0. Well, I said 7-0, didn't I? If you watch the pre-prediction shows anyway, but I was a bit too excited. But wasn't too many.
We've got a tough next league game. We've got Brentford away.
That'll be my man, Ivan Toney, one of my favourite Premier League players outside of Liverpool. So we'll have to do well to keep him quiet, but we've got our lads at the back.
Yeah.
Salah really wants that new contract, or is he just in good form? I think he just likes getting his kit off, Ginny. As me and Ricky were saying, if we had a six-pack like that, we'd be whipping up our tops on every single stream. I know you don't want to watch that, but sadly we would if we had a six-pack like that. He will get his contract, Ginny. He is Liverpool's, in my lifetime, and obviously we watched Gerrard and Carragher, but I know Suarez was great at the time, which we had him in terms of his ability on the pitch, but Salah, he'll go down in Anfield folklore. Hopefully we do win a couple of European trophies more and a couple of Premier Leagues when he's at the helm at Liverpool Football Club. And yeah, he'll be going down in the same ilk as the likes of Highway, down wingers, the Kennys, the Rushes. He will be in the shout of legendary Liverpool players when he does eventually retire. Hopefully he retires Liverpool, but I think it's Ricky, it's when there's that much money. He deserves every penny, but it's not going to be an easy contract to write up, is it?
No. Especially with FSG, they're not known for breaking the wage barrier. They're not known for breaking money. Like the Bayern Munich CEO come out this week and said that the Haaland conversation, like where's he going to end up? He said, I know where he ain't ending up, Liverpool, because he's good mates with John Henry, and he said he's tight with his wallet. So
they're just so salty we robbed Thiago off them, aren't they? Like when I seen those comments, everyone, I was like, what have we done to buy him? Edwards has done something behind closed doors. He's put a bid in for a buying player in the backroom staff, but yeah, they're so bitter, aren't they, buying? But so we'll knock it out in the European Cup this season anyway if we do get them. How you doing, John? Absolute legend. Naby lads, what a hit, son. What a hit. Helen, good evening, John. See you in Warzone, lads. Yes. Speaking, Ings assisted for the third goal. Is like Luke, happy days. Jota should have scored today. He'll probably bang in a hat-trick next weekend, Helen.
It's harder to miss that chance, wasn't it?
I think that's still in the hemisphere. I think it's still landing. Probably landing me back on a bit later anyway, mate. But we'll let him off. He's not too bad of a player, is he? I think Thiago is a calf injury, 2 weeks if we're lucky, in my opinion. Hopefully that is the case and the extent, mate. Obviously, we don't want any too longer, but it did look a lot worse. It's like even when Ricky and everyone at home, when we seen Robbo go down in pre-season, I thought that was his season over and done with. When he went down, I think it went down in front of us, but fingers crossed, it's not too bad for them anyway. Anyone got or know anyone who would have tickets for Brentford? Well, Luke, I'll keep my ears out, mate, and everyone hit the lads up on social media if you do know anyone in terms of and around Brentford, the absolute legends. Hey, Jackie boy, how's you? Not too bad, Jakester, and he's got the best image, profile picture on the whole YouTube anyway. Good out, Robbie. All right, lads. Sorry, Jack, I can't come on tonight, mate. No worries, Dave. Hope you're having a lovely evening, mate. And the Reds have all won. We'll definitely catch you soon, Dave. Anyway, a lot of content and a lot of videos to come this season, mate. But hope you're having a lovely weekend. Not just Dave, Ricky, and everyone at home as well. Every single one of you, you're legends. Hope Trent's illness is mine, and we'll be back for next week. Lally, we said he's had a couple of bevies. He's had a couple of bevies. He's got a sore throat, and he's knackered, and he's had a bit of a hangover. I think he's allowed that because he's the world's best right back. So he's allowed a couple of days off work if he's allowed, if he wants. He'll probably be top assist of the season in the league anyway. I, Dave, wondered what the odds on Liverpool breaking the 100 points tally this season. Check them up, Jegster, for our next live stream anyway. But I think I'm not going to say just yet, but you know what I'm going to say, Reds, don't you? I think we're in a positive position in terms of the league already. Dave, have a beer tonight, mate. Up to Reds. Everyone, have a beer, have a cup of tea, whatever beverage you would like to have. Put your feet up, or if you're in work, try and enjoy it as most possible. Try and wind a couple of Everton-made colleagues or your Man United colleagues or whatnot. Have a good weekend and enjoy when you have got your time off this weekend, Reds. I'm going to have a celebration now, Dave. Oh, we will be having celebrations tonight. Ever get a beef 3-0. Yeah, cheers for the stream, guys. Eamons, Dave, Jegster, Helen, Lalu, Ginny, Ricky, most importantly, as well, on the stream tonight. Luke from the 1892 Reds podcast, Luke and Ricky. Head over to their channel, subscribe here as well if you are new. Got a lot of content coming, not just on my channel, but on the lads' channels, and obviously Dave LFC chats as well. You know who Dave is as well, the absolute legend. But if you know his channel, head over to Dave LFC chats, the Cop Council as well, and anyone else, and Dugout Football channel, and every single one of them. Subscribe to everyone because they're all cracking lads anyway. Chris, Eamons, make sure I'm getting everyone. Helen, Jack, Dawn, Mitchell, most importantly as well. Every single one of you, really do appreciate it. You make these streams. Thank you very much, Ricky, for taking the time out. Hopefully I'll speak to you later, mate, but have a lie down. No, it's a bit of a mad day today anyway. But everyone, you make all these shows, and the Reds are back to winning ways, as always. Top of the league, happy days, enjoy your weekend, enjoy match of the day, especially if Man United's off point as well, and hopefully Chelsea draw possibly tomorrow with Tottenham. But Reds, have a lovely rest of your Saturday night, enjoy it, whatever you're up to. As I said, crack open a bevy, cup of tea, whatever beverage you want, and the Reds will see you for a pre-match build-up show for Liverpool versus Norwich. See you later, Reds. Cheers for that, Ricky, and we'll speak to you very soon, lads and ladies. You'll never walk, Adam. Get that.